You're naughty.
Yeah,
You naughty boy.
Yeah. Tell me you want wingy.
So sexy. Please show Bob's.
Please show Bob's.
You know what? Next time I have sex, I'm going to try to have sex to this song. I'm going to try it.
Is this how long it lasts usually?
No.
About 3.5 minutes?
It was funny. Wow. It's a long time for cuddles.
I come at the woof woof part. Yeah. Yeah, and by that time I'm pretty much
That's
yeah,
it.
That's it.
That's all she goes.
I'm a half pump chump.
So you want to hear a story? So last night I got birthday sex, right?
Okay.
And she goes, "Hey, turn on some music or something, because that's supposedly supposed to like not make Eli hear anything." Mm-hmm. And so I put all 90. It was like all 90s. First song that comes on is Coolio's "Gangster Paradise." I was like, "We can't have sex with this."
Was it this too?
See, and then I would get the Weird Al version in my head. So then you're singing about churn and butter.
Yeah. Well, I tried to keep that away because
even Ezekiel said
that's Eli's song,
I know,
and so I was like, I can't do that.
Do you want to do this?
You two can do it.
Okay. Well, I did that on purpose. I gave it a toss.
That's good because
you can't read.
Jeez.
Wow.
Truth comes out.
I like transvestites. I can't read. Fuck me, right?
Is that part of it? Fuck me?
It's part of your charm. Fuck me right. Part of your charm. You don't say transvestite either.
Transgender.
Transvestite.
All right.
Just somebody dresses in drag, right?
No.
That's some weird word.
No.
Blake doesn't mean any malice by it. It's all about intent, and Blake has positive intent, right? You have positive intent. For sure. You don't mean transvestite in a negative way.
What
Turn
about
this
from
off.
Transylvania?
Turn it off.
Bugging me. Jesus Christ.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We've been recording this whole time. Wonderful. Okay, let me just switch over to here.
She used to be an actress.
She ever do anything I would have saw?
I think her biggest deal was she starred in a pilot.
Pilot? What's a pilot?
Well, you know the shows on TV?
I don't watch TV.
Yes, but you are aware that there's an invention called television, and on that invention they show shows?
Yeah.
Well, the way they pick the shows is on TV. They make one show, that's what's called a pilot. And then they show that one show to the people who pick the shows. And on the strength of that one show, they decide if they want to make more shows. Some get accepted and become TV programs. Some don't and become nothing. She started one of the ones that became nothing.
Welcome to Couch Pilots. All of you are my friends. It's the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the past. My name is Jason, and with me is my dealer of choice. It's Captain Philip Rolladoob. How are you, Captain?
How come you never give yourself a nickname? The last couple episodes, you didn't give yourself a nickname, but you gave me a nickname.
My name is Jason, but you can call me Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Hey, welcome. Good to see you, buddy.
And good to see you. Are you high?
No,
I'm not high.
I am drunk as fuck.
What number of beer are you on right now?
What number of beer?
I can't say because Molly might listen to this.
Your wife is not listening.
I'm on 11.
What are we watching today? What is the...
We are watching The Real Potheads of North Hollywood, and there's a group of guys that we said this is perfect for. Let's have them on.
Yeah.
And we gave them a nickname, and it's called the High Boys with a Z. Welcome to the show, Kayfabe, Kimbo Slice, High Boy number one.
Yes, hello.
And this guy we have not had on in a long time.
I don't think it's been that long.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. The voice, Dustin. Welcome.
Hey, what is up?
Oh yeah.
And why do we have them on? Why are they called the High Boys?
Because they smoke marijuana, and we don't.
It's fun to smoke marijuana. Do you remember that?
It's good to do
play that
hood rat
backwards?
things with my friends.
Play that
smoke
Queen song
cigarettes.
backwards?
Another one bites the dust.
Fun to smoke marijuana. It's fun to smoke. Another one bites the dust.
Oh,
That's what it sounds like he's saying.
and it was funny because
He's right.
You said, "Hey, we're doing this pilot. What are the two guys that would be perfect for this?"
Yeah.
You booked them, and then you said we're gonna get fucked up. And what was the first thing that I texted you off the text chain?
Did you see the new Daisy Taylor picture?
No, I said we're not gonna get high, are we?
Oh yeah, you're worried about getting high. It's like no, you can just remain a fucking alcoholic.
But
The other guys will get high. Yeah.
Kayfabe Chemo Slice got my wife high this past weekend.
She got high off of 4 beers.
She got high off of his supply, right?
Yeah,
So,
for
all right,
sure.
so talk about that. Debate it.
So
She
we
got
go.
high off of 4 beers in 1 hour. It was nothing to do with the.
I don't know. It was different.
Okay.
I know my wife.
Friend of the show, Brian Wolford.
Thank you.
Wolfie, as you know, I think he was most recently on our the Dukes of Hazzard episode.
Sure.
Correct, yes.
He was part of a local group of fellas known by the name
He didn't
of
tag it at all.
the Drunken Zombie Network, and they used to have a Drunken Zombie horror film festival that they had at Landmark. It went away. It's probably been 5 or 6 years. It's back. We just went to it. We a handful of us went, and Molly was super high.
She was stoned.
According to her.
No, believe me, guys. I know my wife.
Okay.
My wife. Thank you.
My wife.
And we go over to Kayfabe Chemo Slice's house.
It's
before,
about a stone's throw away from the theater. So
I get it. Stone's throw. I got that. Good job.
I don't
As
get
the
it.
crow flies.
completely.
You're so good that that pun didn't even.
Hey man, it's not my fault. I'm a funny joke machine.
Damn it! I'm just gonna say it.
We all meet up over there. Molly has a couple beers, and then Kevin says, "Hey, here, take this little piece of candy."
I did not offer. I literally offered it to everybody, pretty much. Or I had them in my hand, and she was like, "What is that thing?"
They were wrapped in an original Werther's original wrapper.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're fooling people. We thought we were
Yeah.
getting the delicious caramel butterscotch of a Werther's original, when in fact you're getting everyone high.
You guys all passed. Molly was like, "You know what? It's been a while since I've had an Ridge."
Been a whole while.
And then I looked over at her. I go, "Really? Like, are you?" And she popped it in her mouth. I'm like, "Okay."
She'd suck 'em and suck 'em and suck 'em.
Put them in the mouth, then suck them.
You know what? That's exactly what I said to my wife. Anyway, so we think we have about.
Steph has had one of these on multiple occasions and has not felt anything. And she is a lifetime never weed person.
Right, but my wife is a paranoid person who doesn't dabble.
Good idea to take one of those then. Huh?
I didn't give her that idea.
I'm not saying it was you. I'm just saying.
Is this considered peer pressure given the age difference?
No, there's no peer pressure because nobody was looking at her when she took it from him. So she takes
Yoink.
it. She takes it. We have a couple beers. We go over to the movie.
Grown ass woman.
Yeah, grown-ass woman. Hey.
Make her own decisions.
And thank God. And so we pull up in the parking lot of the cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is it Landmark, right?
Right across the street.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is probably like 45 minutes after she has it. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Half an hour.
So I open the door, get out, and she opens the door. She walks about 4 steps. She goes, "Oh, shit." She was like, "This isn't going well." And I'm like, it has to because we're like here where
We're here for the night.
Yeah. And so we watched the end of, like, we got there, me, you,
Yeah.
and Jason and Rachel. We watched the end of the first one we
I
were
think
there
like
for.
Return of the Slasher. I
Yeah,
think is what it's called.
Yeah.
That
we're-
one,
we're
that one
digging
was
it.
a long one, and it ended, and then there was a 10-minute break.
Yeah, and so at the 10-minute break, I went out to go get her. She's sitting next to Brian's
No.
wife.
She was in the aisle.
Oh, she was standing
She was like
there.
standing
She was
there.
standing there eating popcorn. And then
like
she's like,
right by the
yeah.
door to
Yeah.
the entrance of the theater, and we were passing her up.
Like, why
We're
didn't you come join us?
Why didn't you? She's like, "Oh, I didn't want to,
no, that's
get
not
in the
what,
middle of everything."
That's
And
not
we're
what
like,
happened. No, it had nothing
That's what
to
she
do with-
told us anyway,
Yeah.
though.
So
I'm hearing that's what happened. Tell me what really happened.
I'm
boy.
talking to her, and she was like, "I can't feel my legs. There's no way I can climb those stairs." I was like, "There's
Climb.
3 stairs." She's like, "Can't do it."
Can't do it.
So we
They're like the little tiny stairs,
yeah.
too.
And so we finally, I get her sat down for the next show. It comes out. She doesn't like horror movies, by the way. She hates horror
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
This film fest is all a very independent, low budget. Some
Yeah.
would say no budget.
B movie.
Yeah.
B movie. Mm-hmm. It was like and so
Nothing wrong with that.
I get her sat down, and we're watching it, and we're like halfway through it, and I keep looking over at her, and she's just kind of like staring at the screen, And then I go, hey, are you okay? She goes, I can't lift my legs up. And I'm like, well, why do you need to lift your legs up? She goes like, I don't think I can walk. And I'm like, this is too early in the night to be doing this.
Yeah.
Well, also, you're going to be sitting a while, so don't even
You
think
don't
about
need
walking.
to.
Just
Yeah.
chill out.
So later
Kind
on,
of a point, yeah.
a flash forward, we're talking the next day about it, and she's like, I couldn't lift my legs up. I knew I couldn't walk down the stairs. I was like, really? So anyway, we watched that one. Pretty good. It was the Ring doorbell thing.
Yeah. That was good. I
And
liked
so we cut the night short, me and my wife. My wife. And I get her back in the car. And all the way I'm driving home on 474, she keeps going, you're driving way too fast. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And she's like, I was like, because I've been drinking, so I'm not driving fast. She's like, you are driving so fast. And I was like, no, I'm not.
I'm driving the speed limit.
Right. Driving the speed limit. Fine. We get home, and I get her into bed.
Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
here, yeah. Yep.
We both fall asleep. The next day, she's like, I might have been dreaming, but at one point I woke up in the middle of the night, and all I saw was purple.
I thought she was going to wake up with the second day stupids. You ever do that? Oh, boy. Talk about weird hangover type stuff.
Weird
You ever have
hangover
that,
Weird
Dustin?
stuff.
A little case of the second day stupids?
A little bit.
Oh,
a little
my
bit.
God.
All right.
I looked up weed hangover, I think is
Yeah.
what I Googled, and,
Yeah.
and I worked backwards from there.
Yeah.
Well, I had a good time at the film fest, and
Yeah, so fun.
I think everyone should thank Kevin for supplying the drugs.
Yep. You're welcome.
I could have helped.
Your
but
address is.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So that's something fun we recently did with Kevin, and we try to get Dustin involved with
I
some of these
wanted to
things.
be there.
But
Yeah.
sometimes he's just not available. And
He's never available.
You went out to Vegas,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Cover your mouth there, Blake.
Sorry.
You feeling something from the...
You got coronavirus
Dustin's-
in Vegas.
So I went out to Vegas for a 311 day, celebrating the 30th birthday anniversary of the band 311.
When you go see a band who's celebrating their 30th anniversary, that band's been around too
You
long.
might be a redneck. Ooh. Is that where you were going with that?
No.
You might
Stepping
be
on my bit.
You might be an old guy. Hey, I'm not stepping on your bit. I was enhancing it. What were
I
you
thought that
gonna
was
say?
Molly's job.
Oh.
Step on your bits.
That's one of his many kinks.
Yeah.
So who was that? It wasn't just 311 playing.
No,
right?
it was.
It was only
It
them?
was 3 nights of 311 playing 3-hour sets each night.
What?
And 11 minutes.
They were they were split into 2 sets each night, but it was about 3 hours total of them playing. They did 102 different songs
Jesus.
over the course of 3 nights. No repeats.
I can name 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the other night.
Yeah, when I was at
Trivia,
trivia.
And that's pretty much what it's for, is because when they do the tours all throughout the rest of the year, you have the greatest hits set list.
Yeah.
But they've been around for 30 years, so they have a lot of albums, and people want to hear those songs, so they're never going to get played. So they do these 311 day shows, and they bust out all the deep cuts.
Why did you go?
Because I've been a fan of 311 since
Do
1995.
you celebrate their entire catalog?
I actually...
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really?
There's a
Okay.
couple albums that I'm just like, nah. Those were the dark years. I didn't really listen to them as
original.
much. That was one of that's one on my favorite album, actually.
That down and was it Amber? Those are the 3 that we came
Amber,
up with.
See,
and
Amber
Beautiful
is-
Disaster.
that's
Beautiful
one I'm not a
Disaster is the
fan
best
of.
song.
The ballad.
But it was a popular song.
I
Some-
bet
it was a
there's
charting.
I
song.
bet there's more that if I played, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember
Now
that one.
Piano Man is a 311 song. Is that right?
Yep.
Or is it Piano Man?
I
Piano
believe
Man,
it's Piano Man. There's no break. There's no
Yeah.
space there. Yeah, it's just
One word.
Piano Man.
Did you do anything fun out there? Did you go to like a Bloomin' Group or anything like that?
No Bloomin' Group. I did see Lionel Richie was in town.
You saw Lionel Richie?
No, I saw he was in town.
You know, I saw Kiss the other night. Was in town, but
I went to the Neon Graveyard or Boneyard, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
It's all
someone
the,
I work with just went there. It's all the old signs,
all the
right?
decommissioned
Yeah.
Vegas strip signs. That was really cool. And there's a Tim Burton exhibit currently called Lost Vegas, because it
Where was that?
Lost. It's in Las Vegas, but
Well,
it's lost
Right.
Vegas.
But where at? Is it like a museum or was it a casino was housing it or what?
No, it's just out at the total ass end of town.
It's just like a.
I walked 7 miles to get
Is it
there.
literally just
through,
like
through some
installation?
sketchy areas.
Bullshit. You
No,
walked
we didn't.
7 miles to go there.
We walked
Have
from
you ever been
our
to Vegas,
strip.
Jason?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were staying at a hotel
Because the
on the
tall
strip.
buildings, you just
Yeah.
forget that you're walking.
7 miles?
What do they call that when you?
I forgot.
Yeah.
Ass end.
We yeah.
What is it?
I don't remember either.
I saw it. I read about it a while ago.
Yeah, it's a visual thing that
The
makes it look
second day
like.
stupid.
MC Escher.
Yeah. MC, that's what it is. It's MC Escher.
You're Eschering out when that stuff like that
Escher.
happens.
Totally ushered out.
I'm Echelon.
We were walking to Fremont Street.
What?
Upper?
Upper MC Echelon? Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Jason.
High five that shit.
I think
I got it.
Let
I
the
got,
guys catch up.
I got what he said.
you guys have been doing Air Fives long before it was the advised thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't care about
commend-
coronavirus.
No, but I commend
we'll
you
air
on
five
that.
that shit forever.
Him and I have been
Yeah.
going back to back kissing for as long as I can remember.
That's
love
true,
that
yeah.
back-to-back kiss, and we haven't talked about it in a long time.
That's true. Yeah, the back-to-back kisses and
All right, stop.
That's ass to ass kisses. That's
Hey,
How many times have you done 311 Day?
this was my first year.
Would you do it again?
Totally.
For the music or for all the other shit that was happening?
Oh, for the music, but everything else was fun too.
What's the coolest thing you did besides go see them?
besides have sex.
The no, that didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah.
What a waste of a trip.
There are a lot of horrors out there, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you
God,
can get your
forgot
picture
all about
taken
that.
with
Yeah,
them for
jeez.
a couple
I
bucks.
forgot all about the whores.
yeah, there's so many whores.
The horrors are rampant.
Because the last time I went there was with Steph, so I was like, couldn't look.
We,
You can look, you just can't pay.
Yeah, I was like,
He wasn't
whore.
able to look at horrors.
Well, I mean, like, I think I
Call her
saw
up.
one, and I
Call
just
her
like,
up.
I
Let's
think
give
I was
her a
just like,
call.
I think that's a whore. But we went to bed early too, so that we weren't out at night with all the
horse.
Where did you stay? It's closed now, but where did you stay?
Yeah, I stayed at the Jockey Club, which is right by the Cosmopolitan and Bellagio. So we had like right out the window was the Bellagio fountain
That's
and
great.
the Eiffel Tower and the hot air balloon for Paris. It was a pretty cool view.
Yeah.
At a discount rate.
So what else, what was the coolest thing you did? Was it the Tim
neon,
Burton thing?
The
Was it
neon thing was
Yeah.
cool, and I mean, we mostly just gambled and walked around, people watching it before going to the shows, and you know, drinking and smoking.
And
All right,
you're-
so-
okay.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, sorry.
I was gonna say you're high right now.
Currently, yes.
Okay.
All right, so did you buy the weed there? Or did you take it with you?
Oh no, I bought it there.
Okay, and how
I
do
kept
you know,
everything legal.
How do you know where to buy it when you
See,
go to?
what you do is you download this app called
Weed Maps.
Leafly.
Oh, okay.
Is one, and you know how I had Untapped
Yeah.
in the Drunken Lullabies
Yeah.
days.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the weed version of it.
All right.
You can look
like
up
that.
information about all the strains. You can't check in that like, oh, I'm smoking this and I
At
give it
this
this rating.
place, yeah.
You can write a review if you're feeling very verbose at the moment. I ain't
Bless
got time for that. Thank
Yeah.
you. But you can look up like it'll pull up a map of your location if you allow it to, and it'll tell you where the area dispensaries are.
Okay,
so when you're
you
out
got
of
it- you got
town,
it
you
from
can
a
look.
dispensary.
Yeah.
It
You
is
didn't buy-
legal
you
there.
You did not buy it from just like a black guy.
No,
standing
no,
at the
no,
corner by
no.
the
It's
Bellagio.
legit. We
Going to
walked
try and
2
find
miles.
like that.
You walked 2
swag.
miles to
2
buy
miles
weed.
to a dispensary. yeah.
Okay, I'm not asking you how much you bought. How much did you spend on weed while you were in Vegas?
Oh,
sounds good.
Kevin and I were talking about this earlier. It was under $38, but I also bought a pipe and a lighter.
For all that?
Yes,
and you got high the whole time you were there.
I bought 2 pre-rolls and
So like a gram.
Yeah, a gram. So I bought 2 grams for $25, and it lasted me the whole trip. I even had a little extra that I had to leave behind.
Did you feel like sticking it in your asshole and bringing it
Nah.
in? Okay.
Now they had dogs at the airport. I'd never actually seen that before. I don't know who let them out.
The Vegas had dog police. Kevin,
Quite literally, dog police. Yes.
we've heard about Dustin's marijuana use.
Yeah.
You
want to know?
You were quote unquote self-employed, so this is no problem for you prior to, or post.
Self-employed? Not really. No.
You are.
Okay, I guess.
All right, so
You're self-employed, Kevin.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Yeah. No. I've been good at quarantining myself
Thank
generally
you.
on Mondays and Fridays.
All right.
Once a week.
So
Twice a week.
you're a recreational. I would say that Dustin's is a continuous user. You're a recreational user.
No, they're the same. They're
No,
the,
we're
right?
the-
No, they're not the same.
The same.
Well, this was a special week. I'm normally not stoned all
Okay.
day, every day.
So, all right. So, what did you smoke before this episode?
It's, what do you want to call it? Marijuana?
Cannabis.
I'm saying
Dope?
Did you do a hitter? Did you do a
Sticky
bong?
icky.
Did
A
you?
one hitter,
All right.
and that's about all that I should do.
Within the past 5 hours.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dustin,
What?
in the past 5 hours, how much have you done?
The one hit out in your garage earlier.
All right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Why? Do I act more high?
No, I'm just saying it's
And it's been 2 days. Like
It's-
I haven't since I got back from Vegas. So
it's just a good like level
Yeah.
to know the listeners know how high are these guys.
just
How
one
high
hit.
should they be when they're listening? is
Right.
basically what you're
Has this
Gotcha.
replaced booze for both of you?
Yeah, for me.
For me, yeah.
I'm drinking a Busch NA. I still like the taste of beer. I just don't need the alcohol.
Yeah.
So
And
And
you,
I-
Is it cheaper?
Yeah,
Is
I
is
drink
is
drinks.
smoking weed cheaper than drinking beer?
yes, and
Dustin,
Oh,
because you had a craft beer podcast.
yeah, and I've lost weight.
Really?
Yeah, I know
Couldn't
it's hard
tell.
to tell. Yeah.
God damn it!
stop stepping on his bits, Dustin. Let him make fun of you. Jesus Christ. So you're more of a smoking route. Are you? Do
Yeah.
you smoke it too, or mainly?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Mainly, that's how you do it.
No,
is it
not mainly ever since I got
edibles?
those edibles. Those are great.
Yeah.
You don't have to do as. I mean, it's
You don't like to wait that long.
So yeah, sometimes it takes a while, and they're
And they
also
stick around
yeah, they last a long time, and they're harder to manage your high.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like knowing. Same with alcohol.
Yeah.
I am always in control of how bad I
beers,
get.
beers rather than
Okay.
hard liquor.
Yeah,
I don't fully understand this, so let me put it. Let's put it in terms I can understand. If you don't
Sure,
mind.
sure.
Right now, Blake has consumed 16
12.
beers. Okay,
12.
He is rapidly approaching a 10 out of 10 drunkenness. You can
Yeah.
probably tell the way he's acting
Right.
and the way he's slurring his speech. How? What kind of strain and in what amount takes you to each level of highness?
Oh, well, the stuff I had in Vegas, night one, was kind of like what I had here back home. And I was like, cool, that works for me. Second night,
Well, how much of that do you smoke and what levels of highness?
on a night where I'm feeling loose and I don't have anything going on the next day, so weekend,
Butthole.
Yeah.
I might smoke about 3 or 4 hitters over the course of the evening. And I will stay up late. It doesn't put me to sleep. A lot of times it gives me energy and I feel awake.
Crazy. Yeah, same.
So it's a little different. But the stuff I had night 2 was, I think, 3 or 4% stronger. But it felt much more than 4%. Like it was a THC increase. But the effect on me was quite considerable.
So do you think-
I was feeling it a lot more that day, but I'd also been drinking heavier that day too.
Do you think 311 sounds better when you're fucking stoned?
Nah, I enjoyed it when
have
I
to.
was
They
young
have
and
to.
not
They
drinking.
Too.
You gotta cut that clip out. That is a great quote.
I have never ever.
You think 311 sounds better when you're fucking stoned?
I've never heard a 311 song in my life except for
Amber.
Off the Mark. The
I don't
no,
even know that
the theme song.
Is that the podcast?
yeah,
Your
the
old
theme
buddy?
song from Off the Mark. That's the only one I know.
Don't try to pull it up on your phone because you're not going to know how to point it at the microphone.
Back in the
There's no
day,
point.
back in the day when we did a podcast called "It Burns When I Pee,"
remember
IBWIP, we were on a network, and the only other podcast on the network was Off the Mark. Isn't that right?
No, that's not right at all.
Who's Off the Mark?
It's a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
Wasn't it Off the Mark? Was the guy from Kankakee or whatever?
Yeah.
I thought we were on
So
some
what?
sort of
So,
network.
so I'm.
I know. Actually, it's, you know, guesses. I actually think you're going.
What the
That's
hell
not
is this?
311.
Years on this by Howard.
He doesn't know how to work his phone.
Section86.com.
Oh, this is the song?
No.
I was like, that's not 311.
Okay.
No, that's not
This
311.
isn't 311 at all.
Oh, I thought
The only 311 song I know is not a 311 song.
I thought it was because
Now who's high?
Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Let's not digress anymore.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna change the name into the show.
Can you
to
turn
digression.
that up on there? You turn it down every
So,
time.
in summation, Kevin and I are stoned on one hitter each.
So-
and you're much drunker than
Here's
we
the
are
thing.
high.
On the Couch Pilot scale,
Yeah.
1 being the worst, 7 being the best. How stoned are you? 1 to 7. Dustin, go first.
I'm like a 3.5 to a 4.
Really? Okay. Kevin?
2.
Okay. Well, they're not smoking enough for this to make.
I
For
want
this
the, I want them
I have
be
to drive
comfortably
home
high.
later.
Yeah.
for this to be good content, they're not.
6.
11.
311?
311.
Texas with a dollar sign.
That's a Texas size 10-4, good buddy.
Reeve. Today we discuss the pilot episode of The Real Potheads of North Hollywood from the year of our Lord 2000 plus 13.
Great year.
Absolutely.
7 years ago.
I think 311 put out an album that year. You want to know what one it was? Blake?
No. That's
Sure.
the first year I podcast was 2013.
Really?
That's the first year I podcast on your show.
Me and Molly had been together for almost 3 years. We were living in the apartment, right? Yeah. The
Right? Well,
Yeah.
is the apartment where if you walked out the back door, you were looking at a graveyard.
I remember that.
Great shows. That same apartment is where Dustin first podcasted
It
with
is.
us. And
Pop my cherry right there with a dildo plunger.
what happened on that episode?
I
Eli?
got a hug from Eli, and he was in his underwear,
Tidy
and
whities.
I did not consent to that side hug.
That was the best ever.
Yeah,
That's great.
You can find Dustin on certain websites now as a result of that podcast.
you can listen to that episode.
I
It's
think
called Good Night Eli.
Yeah, Dustin really,
I should
really
text,
likes pizza.
I should text Eli saying, "Come down in your underwear."
How old is he like? He's like 13?
Much creepier now, 6-7 years later.
Dick's a lot bigger.
He's got a bunch of Brillos sticking out of his tidy whities now.
Just like a little bit of chest hair. It's like,
Who wants to give me a hug before I go to bed?
Come on, man.
what is this, the Lolita? I thought we were flying the couch pilots
What's
here.
a
I didn't
pilot?
know that this was the Lolita Express.
Just a quick hug before I go to bed. Get 40 winks. I need a hug.
Lolita Express. Loves pizza.
Oh shit!
Is that Jeffrey Epstein?
That's his plane, the Lolita Express. And then pizza is Pizzagate. You know Pizzagate.
I've heard. Yeah, I've definitely heard of it.
Like Hillary Clinton.
Bill Gate. It's a gate.
Is that where like they're selling like kids?
It's just about
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking children. I think is what it is.
Yeah, and they would always say like pizza, like, oh, we're having pizza tonight.
Well, I think it's
and, like,
cheese pizza, CP, child porn, CP, couch pilots.
We're there.
We tied.
That's why Blake named the show what it is. 2013. Just it doesn't seem like that long. 7 years ago is what it was.
Yeah.
So to
Freshly
properly.
divorced.
Oh, congratulations!
I was about ready to meet you fellers. And, yeah.
Turn your life around. Right?
Yeah. I mean, hey,
you
this
know
has
what?
been the best 7 years.
If he wouldn't have met us, his life wouldn't have turned around so well.
Or it wouldn't
No,
have
no.
gone in this direction.
No, because he started podcasting with us. He met Brianna not too long after.
It's true.
That's right.
Marital bliss pretty soon. I can't wait to be. I got my speech ready.
I will let you know. Coronavirus be damned.
Oh God!
This
Like,
wedding
that's Eli.
Here
is
is
still going to
Eli.
happen.
Eli's here.
It was going to happen, and now I'm going to go to jail. Apparently,
Eli,
Blake's trying to
we were just
set
talking
me
about
up.
the first time you met Dustin. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He said all creepy.
Now he's embarrassed.
Yeah.
What happened the first time you met him?
I was partially naked.
This will creep you the hell out. We were just talking about how ridiculous it would be if you came down right now in your underwear and tried to hug him.
I'll go do it.
No! We're gonna be on a list.
It's radio, Eli.
What a good sport.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
That really has provided us with one of the best pieces of nostalgia in our podcast history as you come down and do that. Just an innocent young boy coming down, looking, says, you know what? I'm going to bed. I got to hug mom. I got to hug stepdad. whoever the hell else is here, I'm going to hug them no matter what.
I think you were 6, either 5 or 6
It
or
was
something.
it was
'cause,
it was really cute.
seven years ago. Yeah.
And then he'd rap.
You guys are that old.
Yeah.
7 years. Yeah.
Go get a mirror, pal. I'll creep up on you. All right.
Bye, buddy.
All right. Hey.
Thanks for visiting.
Thanks.
Fully clothed.
Yeah, give
this
us-
time.
Give him a big hug. Give him a big hug.
Picture. Hold
Give him
on.
a big hug. Hold
Hold on.
on.
Take a picture.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what? Give him
gotta-
a big hug. Give him a big hug. Coronavirus or not. There you go. We love it. We love to see it. Okay. That's great.
Okay, if you get me sick, I'm gonna.
Whoa, he
He
hugged,
knows Cooksul won, okay?
he hugged
Yeah.
you and then threatened you. He's going to break you like a weak pine board.
How do you do that? How do you hug and threaten somebody at the same time?
Oh,
Kill him
man.
with kindness.
One of the things they teach in Cool Suck Yon.
You got bad families. That's how.
You got bad family?
You got a bad family.
I got a bad family.
That's how
too.
that happens.
Let's go back to 2013.
In our minds.
April 1st, the world's first smelling TV is unveiled in Japan.
That took off real well, didn't it?
April Fools.
That's
It
not
was on
real.
April 1st.
That's not
Right? It
real.
didn't
I don't know if they
actually come
celebrate that over there. What would you guys most like to smell on TV?
No.
up. Television.
I'm looking at Blake waiting
Emerald.
for the obvious
Emerald
answer.
Lagasse, the show. The Emerald Show.
So you go to the cooking network, and whatever they're cooking up, you want to hear some hot sizzling action.
I want to smell
shit.
that because he would always say, "Oh my god, I wish," because I was a nerd kid and I watched like exclusively Emerald.
Really?
Yeah, for a good like year or two.
What was
I
his
watched
catchphrase?
Emerald. Bam. Yeah.
One of his comedy influences.
Yeah.
you know?
So he would always be like, "Oh man, I can't wait until they invent smell-o-vision. You got to smell this," and he would put it right up to the camera. He would always do that. So,
Were you looking right at him and think, yes, Emerald, I wish to God they had smell-o-vision.
and I was, and you know, in 2013, yeah, I was still a young boy. So I mean, yeah, they probably came out with it soon.
Were you
after.
so young that you would hug an adult man?
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
underwear?
yeah. 2013, I was a very young man.
Dustin, you're watching TV. You got
Yeah.
shows you like. The only thing I can really think of right now is like Game of Thrones and Doctor Who. What would you like to smell
Louis Anderson.
on
Wow,
baskets?
great.
baskets?
On baskets on whatever.
Family
On
Feud.
Don or on Dixon?
Yeah.
Because he
Donna Dixon.
he probably smells like a donut, right?
Sure.
Wow, that's a very accurate.
I figure you guys probably expect me to say like Anna Kendrick or, something
that's
like
what
that.
I expected. You disappointed me.
Yeah, sorry.
So Louis Anderson.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Maybe the worst answer given tonight.
I'd like to smell Bruce Valanche.
Right after his
Rick
stint on American
Taylor's rotting corpse.
reality fat guys.
yeah, whatever that is.
Celebrity fat.
Celebrity
ass.
fat.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it called?
Well, they're not
Stream
bears.
Makeover?
No, it's like called like Celebrity Fit Club.
Oh, Celebrity Fit Club. Oh yeah, more like Celebrity Fat Club.
Celebrity fat fucks. Yeah, let me smell that Bruce Valanche. Blake, what do you want to smell?
Yeah, what would you
Yeah.
smell?
Daisy
Blake.
Taylor's not on TV, right?
No. No, she's on my phone.
Get out of my phone.
You think she's like texting
into
you
my
when,
car?
when you see a post from her? Do you
No.
think that she's just texting you? She's on my phone.
If I could smell
Talking to her right now.
anyone or anything,
Yeah.
it would be Mandy Rose.
Oh, okay.
She is, you know what? And today, it came out today on Instagram. Did you see it?
No,
What came out?
Who is she with now? Who is she dating?
Sonia Deville.
No.
That'd be-
Tucker?
Huh?
Tucker McKnight?
No.
Is this a WWF
Okay,
thing?
Who?
WWE?
No, it's WWF.
Okay,
For fuckable.
Who's she dating?
He wears pink trunks, has long
Dolph
blonde curl-
Ziggler?
Yes.
He doesn't wear pink trunks anymore, does he? Oh, he does.
I was going to guess Val Venus.
So she's with Dolph Ziggler, huh?
Yes.
They've probably been together a while. They don't like
It's
go
been a
public
while.
with that
Fuck.
kind of stuff.
So
How can
she's
Dolph-
Eskimo
how-
sisters with Amy Schumer.
Probably.
he fucked Amy Schumer?
I think they're old. Yeah, I think they dated for a
Oh,
while.
wow.
Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah,
did?
because he tried getting into comedy for a little
stand-up.
while.
I think he still is doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Mandy Rose deserves so much better than Dolph Ziggler.
I like Dolph Ziggler.
I
so.
like Dolph Ziggler.
I hate Dolph
I've been
Ziggler.
a fan of his
I
for a
don't
while.
like him.
I like Dirk Diggler. That's what I would like to smell.
Smell that dick meat, that prosthetic dick meat.
Hey, Jason,
yeah.
who do you want to smell?
I don't know why it's a who.
What would you like to smell?
Who?
There's this Asian guy show called Ugly Delicious. You ever
Oh,
heard of
my
yes.
God! I rifled through them last night.
I was
Second
I was watching one last night, and they had a bunch of food. I'd like to smell that fucking shit.
season. Oh my God! The Indian food.
What was the name of the show?
Ugly Delicious.
Okay.
It's super good.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't think it was Indian dishes.
Were you watching second season?
Is
or
that on the
first season?
Hulu's?
Second
No, it's on
season.
Netflix.
Netflix, yes.
He was.
I just watched the
knew it
first
was
3
one
of
of
this.
He was talking to some like Arabic lady, and she was making some like
Padma Lakshmi. Yeah.
From
Baba
Top
Ganoush?
Chef?
Yeah.
I'd like to smell her.
Yeah, she's hot as
I
shit.
don't think it was her.
One of the things about having the high boys on,
I don't know then.
you get really distracted quickly, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the
Yes,
Like-
it is completely Kevin and I's
You're like,
fault.
But you
ooh,
get-
a squirrel.
April 4th, 9 people have been killed on an axe murdering rampage in Chhattisgarh state in
Bless
India.
you.
Thank you. Axe murdering spree. It's all about like automatic
base.
weapons here. It's all about the base as well.
No trouble.
No worries.
Hakuna Matata.
See how I turned that shit around?
Boy, I get distracted by those guys.
Yeah, man.
We're the
Really
worst.
fucking your show up, huh?
Fuck our guests.
Fuck our guest. Fuck our guest. Let them get stoned in your
I think
garage.
Blake's
Fuck
wanting to
our
get
guest.
back on
Fuck our guest.
dishing Disney. It sounds
he's-
like he's
yeah,
really
he is.
going for it here.
The full Monty. If you guys went on a murdering spree, what would be your weapon of choice,
Gun.
Fatboy Slim?
Gun.
Gun. Okay.
Easy.
Not funny at all. Just
Gun.
Just an honest answer.
Yeah.
What kind of gun?
AR-15.
One that it shoots good.
Okay. Dustin,
I
how
don't
about
know.
you?
I don't know any cool guns. I literally don't know.
I
any
was
Said
I was-
AR-15.
I was only asking for cool guns. Couldn't give me one.
the one that's the best one.
Dustin, if you were going to go on a killing spree,
Blunderbuss.
My weapon of choice is and always will be Fatboy Slim.
I said that earlier. That's exactly right.
do you have a zip tie in your hand? Right
I don't
now?
know where this came from. It was on the table.
That
I'm
was
just
for
messing
the
with
that's
it.
for the power.
It was on the table, zip tie.
I was like,
Ladies and gentlemen, Temple of the Dog.
I'm going hungry.
I'd use my bare fucking hands.
Bare hands.
Bare fucking hands.
Okay, so-
It's been bare hands since you fucking killed you.
That weapon of choice was the Christopher Walken dance video.
Correct.
Is
So
that
when
right?
he's floating around the house, yeah. What about you, Jason? Weapon of choice?
Oh, you gotta kill him with kindness, folks. I would go on a murdering spree of kindness.
Oh, I thought condiments would be involved.
Hey, so how?
Fucking freak. Kevin called me a fucking freak the other day. It was awesome. I loved it.
I showed it to some of the girls I work with,
Showed what?
and they're like, "What the fuck is going on there?"
Showed him what?
I sent it to Brianna from Vegas.
Oh, really?
I was like, I think you will appreciate this in a weird way.
Brianna didn't go with you.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't say anything about the sex.
Yeah,
That's
we were
why I
his
thought he was
cousin,
making the
dude.
obvious.
No, I
no,
said-
it was me and my cousin John. so
You fucked your
I
cousin?
thought you were implying I got a hooker.
No. I'm
Your
sorry.
cousin John's a hooker that you fucked your cousin?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if Brianna went, yeah, it totally would have got a lady
John
in
Lee.
Vegas. But
John Lee Hooker's your cousin? You fucked him as a prostitute?
She saw you sold to the devil.
Oh, God.
I hang up condiments in my cubicle. So
Yeah.
what? I was called a fucking
do you eat at certain restaurants to collect condiments, much like a Pokemon?
Or is it random?
It's kind of like my refrigerator. My refrigerator now is full of bottle caps, so I get no more bottle caps. I don't care anymore. My cubicle is full. I'm done. But there was a time, if I go to Arby's, I say, give me a small fry and every goddamn condiment you have.
There you go.
And I go back to the...
And you have Bronco Berry sauce now on deck, which is smart.
do you
Why do you
have the
cuss at them?
Szechuan sauce?
I do.
Wow, you
I do have
like
the Szechuan
original release?
No.
Or
The original release had special
No, it's
artwork on it.
85. It's 85.
It came out the same time as the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah.
we are the best Szechuan crew. Szechuan down, doing it for you.
We're so bad. You know we're good.
Szechuan your mind like you knew we would.
Rick and Morty fits in there somewhere.
From your logic, Dustin, they're using the word Szechuan in every line of the song.
Yes,
Saskatchewan?
that's how you write songs.
I really feel bad that I thought Brianna went. That was that.
No,
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
No, I thought it was
not bad.
funny.
It's a funny. Yeah, it was a funny joke.
Molly's not listening. Brianna's not. Listening.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
no.
way.
Justin's not listening. Kevin's not listening.
I'm watching the pilots though. You bet your ass I'm watching
Yeah,
all
I watched-
the pilots. and
I
just
watched that
having
last night.
a conversation with you two guys in my head.
Also on April 4th,
What's in your head?
a giant tarantula
Zombies.
with 20-centimeter leg span is discovered in Sri Lanka.
Oh, formerly Ceylon.
What is your thoughts, Dustin,
Dylon?
On
about
Sri Lanka?
No, about spiders. Are you scared of spiders?
Nah, fuck them. Yeah. They're fine.
What's the biggest spider you're gonna find around here?
Brown recluse?
No, I think like
Wolf?
The wolf spider is probably big.
Yeah.
How about a daddy long legs?
I like how he asked you, and then he gave you gave him an answer, and then he corrected you.
But
He's like,
he knows it's not
a
the brown
wolf spider.
He knows it's not the brown recluse.
I don't know.
Black widow.
All right, you guys scared of spiders? My brother he's terrified of them.
Not at all. Not
What's
at
it called?
No, he doesn't want to be called.
Tell you
that.
what, I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid
all.
of no
No
ghosts.
ghosts.
Says
He's
the
wearing a
man in-
Ghostbusters shirt.
All right, with that, I'm safely and securely back in 2013. How old was everyone here compared to the time of the release of this show? 2013.
23. I wasn't a really.
I was the
young
same
man,
age
was
as
joking.
Jason.
And I was 32.
Thank
I
you
was-
for doing the math for me.
39, getting high on my own supply.
38. You were 38. Dustin, why did we choose to watch the real potheads of North Hollywood?
Because we were going to be on the show.
Yep, that's right. You want to take the next one there, Kevin?
Now, I actually.
We're the high
Well, you know what?
boys.
I'm gonna say. I'll save it for right when we're gonna start talking about the pilot.
All
So, it's free. It's on the internet, and never went to series.
You know what? Close enough for me. You can find the entire episode of The Real Potheads of North Hollywood by subscribing to Couch Pilots on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube. And Dustin and Kevin,
You know what to do, tube.
Flight attendants.
I came to dance.
I came to dance.
I got a really funny text from my mom.
Yeah.
ooh, let's call her.
No, we're not.
Does she
Yes,
smoke?
yes, we are fucking calling her.
BJQ.
Yeah.
And she says, "What year chips do I owe you?
What?
What year chips do I owe you?"
What, year chips?
For being sober.
She thinks she's still.
She thinks it's your
no.
sober birthday,
What?
not your real birthday.
Yeah. No.
Well, yeah, let's get her on. We got to break the
Nope.
news to her. Let's get her on the phone.
Nope.
Kevin, grab her the phone. Let me see her.
Here,
I'm not gonna do
hold
that.
this up in the photo
No, fix
that
this.
you send to
fix
her.
this. It's bugging the shit.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to fix
No,
it.
fix it. It bugs the shit out of me. I don't
Like
know
that
why.
right there?
He-
but
he's
you gotta
adjusting
tighten it.
his microphone.
I'm not tight.
No, it's good.
Two turntables and a
Stays.
mic.
It's about an 11-degree difference.
Summary of the pilot. The potheads must find a new dealer cause their old dealer doesn't want to sell to celebrities. Gene the Square wants his own show and will do anything to get it. Grade it.
D-.
Well, that was a good B plus even.
I'm gonna say C minus.
Too much info, but it was accurate.
I think it sucks. I don't think he's looking. I don't think he doesn't want to not sell to celebrities.
Right.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like that's barely in it.
Yeah, that's not correct. F.
Gene, I think, doesn't necessarily want his own show, but he wants to be a star.
I think he does want his own show.
All right, man.
Whatever.
All right, interesting facts.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do some interesting facts with Tate. It's all about Tate. Jason's got Tate.
So Bill Cosby is a high guy now?
We're the high boys.
Pokemon. All right, enough of that. God damn
They're
it.
trying to fuck with our minds.
Yeah, well, it's already fucked. I just needed the breaking news music. That's all I wanted.
You don't know what high times is, daddy.
Why don't you say the bicycle thing? Just Justin, do the bicycle thing.
I want to ride my bicycle.
No,
No, the
you
Dusty-
got a bicycle.
Okay, now you do it.
You got a bicycle.
Okay, well we've done it. That's 2 weeks now.
What?
8 times.
What? Scott said it a bunch of times.
Scott loves to say it.
He
He's
does.
his favorite thing to say. Well, I sit next to him. I don't know. He's just take me home, dusty road.
Bicycle! Get a bicycle! Interesting facts. Written by a group of fellers that call themselves the Real Potheads. It's Dave Levin, Mike Circlin, Ramsey Moore, and Brian Swinehart. Ramsey Moore has since passed away. I'll give
Shocker.
you guys, I'll let you guys guess who the fuck Ramsey
Big
Moore
fat
is.
fucker.
Yeah.
Buddha.
I think it was. I tried to find out how he died, but
Because he's fat.
Like Mama Cat's choking on a ham sandwich.
I assume it was
On a pot
because
brownie.
like he was a very large guy.
Yeah, he was unhealthy obese, I think.
He was so fat. His
How
dialect.
fat was he?
His dialect changed because he lived so far apart from himself.
Yeah, I assume it
change
had
his
to do
accent.
with
He was young.
He was a young. I think it was just tragedy.
In his 20s,
It's a
right?
tragedy.
Yeah.
I don't think
tragedy?
He was in his 20s. This collective has written other projects such as 420 Carol that spoofs A Christmas Carol and 420 Day that satirizes Groundhog Day and the Twilight Zone. Fact.
Oh boy.
These are a group of guys out of LA comedians that have.
Can I get my opinion?
I wish that you would. Hold on, let's put a pause on interesting facts.
There we go.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was waiting for some music. This is like a bunch of junior college guys in their film class turning in a project.
Are you giving your review on the pilot?
No.
No, that was just we were pausing interesting facts. We're gonna go back to it.
Thank you.
Okay, the original name was The Real Potheads of Hollywood, and Ramsey Moore added North to the title.
That was his one writing.
Fact.
He's
Fact.
Hey guys, I think we should make it North Hollywood.
And I'm dead.
Jeez, good lord.
He go.
Kato Kaelin was originally cast as Gene, but after the producers heard Adam Hunter read for the part, they rewrote the script to include Kaelin as K-Train.
And Kato
Fact.
lost another starring role.
Yeah, I guess, kind of.
He go.
You know what else these guys wrote?
What's that?
Every positive comment on YouTube.
Probably.
Did you go through that?
I recognized some avatars on the comments. They're not.
There was a big fat
pretending
guy
at
with
all.
just big titties.
It's like that. That kind of sad.
Had an estimated budget of only $10,000. Interesting facts over.
We could do more with $10,000.
Oh yeah. How much of that budget do you think was spent on weed?
$38. That's what you did spend in Vegas. $38.
Weed was legal at this point in
California.
Correct?
2013? Maybe.
Because he did the thing that was like you don't need to go to the
Right.
just
right.
go to
The
me
PSAs.
instead.
The
Yeah.
PSAs.
At the very least, medical marijuana.
It for sure was because that was legal back.
Because he was talking
when
about
I used
license.
to go there.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't need your. You don't have to give me a license.
I was in 2009. I was dating a girl from California, and her brother had a medical card in 2009. I remember. So, and I think recreational, followed suit pretty soon after,
Probably so.
a couple years after. So yeah, about 2013, probably 2012. Yeah.
Twitter responses. What number beer is that? Before we continue, it has to be 15, right?
When did he start?
Well, okay, so
Let's do math.
So Blake works part time at the Moose, right? He's got 2 days a week where he's the bartender,
Right.
Correct.
And so he's got the inside track on what's going on at the Moose, and the Moose says, you know what, coronavirus hitting hard. We're gonna close down the Moose. Blake
Wait,
digs
what virus?
the coronavirus. Okay. Is this the first you've heard of it?
Yeah.
We'll talk after the show.
Modelo virus.
Blake digs deep into his pocket. He pulls out a fistful, 15 in fact, of wooden nickels for free beers. He uses all of them today before we record.
How many?
15 wooden nickels.
Hey, you know what?
Jeez.
Weird Al says,
Yeah.
take a wooden nickel.
For what song
Look
is that
for
parody?
Mr. Goodbar.
What-
Get your mojo working now.
Is that an original song or is that
Dare to be stupid.
Oh, Dare to be Stupid, okay.
It's a Devo pastiche, as he calls it.
Ah.
It's supposed to
No
sound like
idea.
Devo.
Yeah,
but
I
it's
remember that
not
song.
a parody. Yeah.
How many of those beers did you have of the 15 wood nickels? Seriously, you probably had 12, right?
Over
No.
under.
No, 15 minus 2 for Molly. That means 13. And I bought 2 beers.
So you're back up to
For
15.
I bought
other people.
I gave chips for 9. I had 3. It's close to 15.
Okay. That's a lot of beers.
Yeah.
You work tomorrow?
Yeah, I hate myself. Don't worry about it.
Twitter
You just-
responses.
You just got a full stomach.
Twitter responses. I wonder if Jason got some Twitter.
I hope that dead guy sent one.
What's that?
I hope the dead guy
Ramsey?
sent one.
Ramses?
Ramsey's the
No,
first.
Ramsey Moore is dead and buried. R.I.P. This actually comes from Mike Circlin
Nice.
at Russian Comic.
And he's Marx, right?
Very good.
Oh,
Wow,
because he's
well done.
Russian.
Yeah, well, I mean, I looked at the guys' names. I did a deep dive and saw where they were from.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Mike is an LA-based comedian that you may recognize. He had bit parts in Fuller House, Glow, The Comedians. That's with Josh Gad and Billy
Crystal.
Cyrus.
Crystal. Thank you. And Billy Cyrus, I think was
Billy
that.
Crystals.
Marvelous.
What was his name?
Mike Circlin. It's Tsirklin.
It's a very messed up name. You'll get
Well,
it later.
it says at Russian Comic. I think he probably has Russian heritage. That seems very Russian.
Yakov Smirnov's son.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin.
In North Hollywood, we'd smoke you.
Classic.
And he
Get
was
all the bitches when you smoke weed.
he also had a role in TV's Drunk History, which is a wildly entertaining program.
I
is.
love Drunk History.
is
very
for
good.
sure.
Very, very good.
He's one of the writers listed for this pilot, and he was nice enough to have a quick chat with me via private message.
No way.
On Twitter.
Slid in the DMs.
Slid the D.
That happens sometimes where I will if I don't see that someone has an area you can privately message them, I'll just put it out there. Everyone can see it, and sometimes they'll respond to me.
Like little
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, just like little kids.
Side hugs galore.
Dustin's the pederast here, remember?
Hey now.
Remember.
We have pictures to prove it, you asshole.
For show titles, Side Hug would be best right now.
Okay, write it down and
as
never
I
do
say,
it.
As I say to all the creators, the producers, the writers, directors, the stars of these shows, hey, this is Couch Pilots. We talk about shows that have one episode. Next up for us is the real Potheads of North Hollywood. We'd love to hear about any interesting or fun information behind the scenes. Hope to hear from you. Mike Circlin says, hey, thanks for reaching out. Do you guys have any questions? I said, thanks for responding. There's a lot of comedians in the pilot, including yourself. Was this a conscious decision, or did you guys just go out and hire your friends? He says, I guess it was a little bit of both. Doing stand-up comedy, you meet lots of funny guys, and some of them become your good friends. Ron Jeremy was doing stand-up comedy. Adam Hunter met him at the Laugh Factory. And asked him to do our pilot. Ron is one of the nicest guys. He showed up to the set after a porn shoot, and he was just
After a porn shoot.
Yeah, and he says, and that's kind of what it seems like in the show, too.
yeah.
Well, but he's like, Ron Jeremy tells everybody when he sees him, he's like, I just got done with the porn shoot.
I mean,
It's probably true.
how much of him have you seen in the past 20
They could be
years?
filmed on phones. It could be his phone.
Yeah, whatever.
But it's a porn.
Maybe.
Mike goes on to say he was just like a cool uncle if your uncle did porn.
Right.
That's funny.
I said, hi, you beat me to my next question. I'd always heard tell of Ron Jeremy being a friend to comics. Another interesting person in the pilot is Kato Kaelin. What was your experience working with one of the world's most notorious house guests? And why do I say that?
The juice.
Because O.J. Simpson killed
He was a
him.
house guest of O.J. Simpson.
That's why
He was
anybody
having
knows
sex-
who he is.
He was having sex with Nicole Simpson.
I don't know if that's
And
right.
also, he was on Big Brother.
Yeah, that's-
and they
that's how I
call
know
those
him.
people house guests.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say that. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I
Fuck
meant
me, Ray.
no, I meant it as O.J. Simpson. Like
Yeah,
you were saying.
yeah,
but
yeah.
but
He got his head,
you're a
cut
younger fella.
off. He got his
Yeah.
head cut off.
That's Ron Goldman. Mike goes on to say, Kato is awesome. We still talk to this very day. He's very funny and super nice. After hanging out with Kato, you'll invite him to stay on your couch, too. Not your typical Hollywood asshole. Fun fact, I watched hours of Real Housewives of Atlanta for inspiration.
Did he
Yeah.
actually say fun fact?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, cool.
Kato, I said, Kato certainly seems like a chill guy. I appreciate you responding. It won't take up much more of your time, but I wanted to ask, where was this pilot pitched? Do you know why it wasn't picked up? He said it was a few years ahead of its time. The states hadn't legalized it yet. The mainstream wasn't ready for a show about potheads. We pitched it to Comedy Central, but they went for Workaholics instead. We also pitched to Spike TV.
Workaholics is pretty good.
I think that went for
Pretty.
It was pretty good.
Pretty.
Which is the same kind of concept
Yeah.
for the most part.
I think we used a lot of drugs in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
definitely.
few.
Yeah.
I go on to say, that's too bad. It would have been a great fit on either of those, meaning Comedy Central or Spike. Any chance of this show getting another shot, or has everyone moved on? Also, I live in Illinois where pot has recently been legalized when we record this Monday night. A few of us will be getting high. Is this the optimal?
Hi, boys.
High boys represent. It said, is this the optimal state in which to view and discuss this pilot? He says, yes. Being high on pot is the way to go. We talked about making a cartoon, but we needed money. With all the states going for legalization, maybe someone will fund the cartoon. I said, awesome. Thanks again for taking the time to talk to us about this pilot. A lot of interesting stuff here. Continued success to you. Take care. He said, thanks. Can't wait to hear what you guys think.
That's cool.
Thank you, Mike Sterling, very much for responding.
Thanks, Mike.
A lot of great information there, and one of the writers of this very pilot.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we review it,
Sure.
better as a cartoon or better as live action?
I was just thinking that well, we can get to that in the turbulence part. I think. I think I would like it as a cartoon though.
Yeah.
You know, before
The only other cartoon that I can think of that was presented in the same way, as far as like being a reality show and having talking heads, was that Comedy Central superhero
Drawn together.
drawn together.
And as far as I'm concerned, that is a massive pile of shit.
Yeah, no, I used to watch that all the time when I was like in middle school. I was a middle schooler. I didn't
Back
even
to back
like
with
it.
the Man Show.
Yeah, I didn't even like it then, but I watched it so often because I was like, this is Comedy Central. This is what I need to be watching. I can't be watching anything else.
So, but you didn't like it? You didn't think it was very good back then?
No,
Like
no.
looking back, like it's on Pluto.
I think it made me
TV a lot.
I think it
right
made
now.
me horny. I think it was like there were a lot of horny
There's
stuff.
a lot of like THOs on there, right?
Yeah.
Titty hard on.
Titty hard. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
You'd be so horny?
Me
so horny too.
Me so horny.
10 minutes on the
You
clock.
can't help me? You can't help me?
What?
Blake, why don't you please start us off on
I don't
the...
know.
Stop trying to fuck Kevin.
All right, so
Is it because my hair is getting longer? Am I starting to look like a chick?
No, you look like a chick for a long time. Anyway.
Is it his relief pitcher beard?
So we start off, and Daryl, who is the dealer, is he's like behind the trees, and this little girl comes up,
Like
and,
a middle school girl kind of,
And he's like, here's the stuff, do an exchange, and then she walks away and gives it to her mom,
Yeah.
and her mom's like, I can't be, caught with this shit, which this is the only funny thing I found in this whole
What?
pilot. I thought that was
I
hilarious.
do want to say I didn't watch this stoned. I watched it sober.
That'll be fine.
I watched the sober too.
But I'm talking about
You
it
sober
now
too?
stoned.
You sober too?
I'm sober too.
Yeah, Daryl's the dealer, and he sells to a kid. And then after this beginning joke, it goes to the
Intro song.
And who are the characters here?
So we got Daryl. He's the dealer.
Yep.
The next
The
character,
sunglass guy.
Yeah. Next character is Buddha, spiritual guru.
I don't think that's his
photo.
that's what they call him. I don't think it's his real name, but they call him that because he's the spiritual leader of Bunker.
Yeah, it's like the title cards. It says like this guy and then what his kind of job is. And then Dan, the OCD germaphobe.
A lot of hand sanitizer with this guy.
Yeah, he was prepared. He knew 7 years in
timely.
advance.
Yeah,
Knew it 7 years in advance. Mark's conspiracy theorist.
That's the gentleman that
we spoke
tweeted with you.
Mike Circlin, yep.
And then Gene, the square.
The L7 weenie.
Yeah. And
all these guys are roommates, right? All five of them.
they got to be.
I don't know if
Gene doesn't live there.
live there.
Gene doesn't live
No.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
He's their Kramer.
Yeah.
But not as
But not funny.
fun. Yeah.
But like short shorts.
Yeah. I enjoyed the character.
First, it says day one, and then they say the cameras arrive. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
It's hard to film cameras arriving.
And just like every reality show, you have the cut tos of each individual person.
Yeah, diary room sessions.
Yeah. And but Mark's is like a vlogger, I guess. I don't know. He's
a weed proponent.
And he does vlogs in 2013.
Video blog.
Yeah. Which are big now, but they weren't back then, really. So
They take us to the Pink Castle, which I guess is kind of like where these four guys live. This is kind of the home base.
Why do they call it the Pink Castle?
Because it's pink.
Does it look like a castle?
And nobody's getting laid there. So
I doubt any of them are getting laid.
Yeah.
No.
And they're talking
We
about
know
how
one of them isn't.
well, we know
sure.
Dan is jerking off to
there's
Spanish.
there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
There is no way the Buddha is getting laid because that girl would die.
He also, yeah.
He's a bottom.
Oh,
yeah.
Power bottom.
Oh, can you imagine that?
I'm thinking about it right now.
Being with a fat man? No. Steph must have it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Being with a fat man.
she has to be pretty hard for it to work.
Gene, they talked to Gene, and Gene thinks he should be a star. He's like, I always felt like I had it in me, and he does not smoke.
No, he's the non-smoker of the group
he's
because
the
you have
splitter.
to have the non-smoker.
Don't be a Gene.
He's a walking PSA.
Yeah.
And they have one right after the commercial break.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I think we might have skipped over. So, yeah, Dan is jerking off to telenovelas, right?
Yeah.
because he's
Lots
Jewish.
of lotion and
Sabado
everything.
gigante.
And then, like, immediately after that, we see that Buddha is also jerking off.
During his job.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. So let's
That,
go back.
that,
Did I
that
skip
was
back?
a little creepy.
No, go back. So the one guy's jerking off, and he's watching TV.
In the privacy of his own home.
And they're saying because he's Jewish.
That's why he's watching Spanish soap operas?
And then Buddha is like doing this meditation class.
Yoga. Yeah.
And while everyone has like their eyes closed and shit, he'll strip down completely.
You said
naked.
meditation class, and I said yoga, and you got pissed off. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you so pissed off?
You know what, Kevin? Shame on you if you want to entertain him like this. Okay.
You're insane.
The end result is that he's jerking off and behind a bush.
Yeah.
This fat fucker.
He's Weinsteining.
Louis C.K.
He's jerking off in a bush, in a potted plant.
How
You
many
guys
more
care if
people-
I pull this out? Nah.
How many more people can we name?
That
Oh, Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Well, I'll name Gene real quick because he has a big announcement. He says, I'm a stand-up comic, and no one in the house there is like, they're all supposed to be friends, but like no one is interested in supporting him.
Everybody hates him. It's kind of like when we all hang out.
Yeah.
When,
And then as soon as I leave,
no, when all of us hang out, you guys shit on me. Like,
Right.
Like,
Oh.
yeah, Gene.
It's pretty much exactly like that.
yeah.
Don't be a Blake.
She says, you know what? If you guys come and check out my stand-up act, I'll owe you a big favor. And they're like, well, we all want to date
Yeah,
your
yeah.
sister.
It starts with one guy like,
we just-
I want to go on a date with your sister, and then
Yeah.
the next day he's like,
and he's like,
don't wanna go.
you guys can all date my sister.
Is she into polygamy?
And when he says date my sister, he's insinuating you all guys can fuck her.
"Fuck my." Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
even said that like in the diary room. He was like, "All these guys just want to fuck my sister."
He's like,
They're all trying to become my brother-in-law.
So Gene has like a public service announcement where he's pretty much spelling out, don't smoke weed, don't do
Right.
it. And then Ron Jeremy shows up, and so does Kato Kaelin separately
Okay.
to buy
Hedgehog.
weed from Daryl.
but it's kind of weird, right? Like you're watching this, and Ron Jeremy comes on the screen. You're just
He
like
comes on the screen,
Oh yeah, that's what he's known
all
for.
all over it.
commented right on
So
it?
you're saying it was weird that he walked up?
His big hot hedge loads.
Yeah, the hedgehog.
It's not a big hot hedge load, right? It's just an old fat guy with greasy curly hair.
He's a legend, man.
He can suck his own dick.
and that's
Beyond what's that? What's Peter North?
Oh,
Ron
commented
Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy's dick is not that
Who's
big.
the guy who died? The white guy for the 70s.
John Holmes.
Yeah. Besides those three
Wonderland.
guys, who
what
could,
are you gonna look up?
who could you possibly name of male porn stars besides them?
Male porn star.
Hey, Google.
James Dean.
How
James
big
Dean.
is Ron Jeremy's penis?
Mandingo.
Alex Adams.
According to the New York
How long?
Times, in fact, Jeremy measures the length of his penis at 9 3/4 inches,
No.
significantly smaller than that of the porn star John Holmes.
Okay.
John Holmes.
John Timms.
It's classy because a British voice said it.
You know what?
God, I hate
It's Australian, thank you.
I'm kind of into watching foreign porn. I don't know. I got a thing for accents.
Foreign, as we like.
Foreign porn.
Foreign porn?
Sometimes you go to a bear's house and you see cold porn,
Foreign.
and then you
Porridge.
you find porn that's
I
too
thought he
hot.
was saying like a large gay
Little
man's
Miss
house. That's
Little
where
Miss-
I was going with
Little Miss
this.
Tuffet.
Instead of a bear's house.
Little Miss Muffet.
Anyway.
Well, a bear is another name for a gay guy that's really hairy.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yep.
It's true. It's all true.
We're
Everything
all
he's
in
saying is true.
agreement.
So where he sold his last bag to Kato Kaelin.
Who seems like more of a coke guy to me.
Oh yeah.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
All the girls, and they're like, well, we love weed, and we're here because you have weed, and now you don't have weed, so now we will
We
leave.
go.
We're
And
gonna ride the K train.
It was at this point where I was like, this reminds me of those low budget horror films that I had just seen this past weekend. I was like, I kind of fucking love this. now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
so
you're
I
in
was
the right frame of mind.
Yeah, I was on board from when that happens, and then we find out that Gene's sister is a stripper.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, big time.
Where's she work at?
I
Shaved
didn't read it.
peach.
The shaved peach. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just
It said it.
The
There was a
fuzzy
little thing.
hole.
yeah.
Johnson City. So Daryl's like, hey, Kato, give me that weed back.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm not going to give it to you. So then he's like, well, now I can't get weed from anyone because they all see that these cameras are following me and no one wants to sell me weed because it's illegal in this effect. And so, but Gina's glad about all this. All his PSAs about not smoking weed. He's like, I'm glad you guys can't get the weed. So the rest of the guys attack him.
Yeah, with a
it's-
knife. Yeah.
Like they can't get weed anywhere else except him.
Yeah.
No, now is not the time to be violent, says Buddha, and it's like, he doesn't want us to get weed, and he attacks him, and I was
Like
like,
a surfboard, right?
yeah, I was like, that's where it became low budget
And so
for me, and I loved it.
Daryl's like, he's the weed dealer again. He says, I want to keep selling weed so I don't have to get my GED.
GED.
He mentions that a couple times.
All right, so he finally gets some weed, and again we go to "Don't Be a Gene," and then he does like a bong. There's like a bong thong.
Oh yeah,
Bong.
That
He
wasn't,
said
but it
thong,
wasn't
thong.
a thong.
it wasn't. He said thong, but it was like
it wasn't near a thong. And so then we go to where Gene is doing his first stand up.
Oh yes.
and that's where I think we meet his sister. Yeah, I jumped the gun. on that.
But
It's really bad.
It
Like,
is.
the stand-up is really hacky.
Well, Matt Eisman. Do you guys
Yes.
realize that Matt
Sports
Eisman was
soup.
the MC sports
I know I recognize the guy. I couldn't
American
put a name
Ninja
on it.
Warrior?
That's what I
announcer.
thought.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And, and one of his bits
I'm an
is
old
the
school fan.
is the cat pee bit.
That's funny. That was
that
funny.
was
It was a
funny.
legitimately. I would be cracking up if I heard that joke.
Yeah.
Because you were
I
high,
did.
or-
No, I
Okay.
did laugh. I that got a laugh from me.
That
for
maybe
sure.
is his only good joke because the rest of it is shit. And he gets heckled.
No,
and
not Gene.
No.
Matt Eisman did a
the
joke
opener
about
guy.
the
Yeah.
cat pee.
And
and
so
him peeing on the cat.
Yeah,
and so-
I thought that was funny, but then
Right.
Gene goes on stage.
And it's horrible.
and he starts bombing. And,
I was laughing at how bad it, how bad it was.
And then a guy from the crowd makes a joke about infants having AIDS, and everybody
Yeah.
laughs.
People
Yeah.
love infant
people
AIDS.
loved that.
It's our kind of people.
and we're
Pediatric AIDS is hilarious.
and then we go back
to
to
this crowd.
"Don't be a Gene."
Don't be a Gene. Mean Gene.
There's a Jesus Jesus joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
And
kinda
so
funny.
here's the concept. So Gene's sister is going to go out with whoever eats the most pot brownies.
I guess it was really confusing.
It doesn't make sense because
No, it doesn't.
whoever smokes the most pot brownies is going to be the most fucked up.
Yeah, it was funny, but they start eating and
it's continuous
one by
eating.
one. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's over and over.
Because they like fall asleep. That's how you tap out
Yep.
of the
That's how you tap
competition.
out.
yeah. One,
They all
one by
start,
one, they fall asleep.
They all
yeah.
start kind of losing it. And this is where I noticed, like, everyone's really fucking sweaty in this pilot. Did you guys
I know.
notice this?
Yeah, but
People
I
are
think
dripping sweat.
in that pot brownie thing, that's what they were trying to like. They
Go
were
for it.
sweating.
Okay.
It was still gross.
Yeah.
It was overdone.
Yeah.
Well, Dan says he's the one that...
Where was smell-o-vision when we needed it?
Yeah. I want to smell Buddha.
This, I think, was the funniest part of the pilot to me anyway. Dan said that he felt so stoned that he felt like he was black.
Yeah.
that was
What?
That was pretty funny.
What? And then Dan goes on to win the competition.
Yeah.
And he's having sex with her, and they're like speaking Spanish to each other.
Telenovela.
Yeah,
This was
he's having his telenovela fantasy.
Yeah.
boobies in this part.
And then he wakes up and he's having sex with her at all. He's just all sweaty in his living room. And then Kato Kaelin shows back up with Gene's sister, who I'll say they never say her name. She's always referred to as Gene's sister.
Yeah. Hey, Gene's sister.
Hey, Gene, sister, I want to buy some drugs.
What happens when Kato
But
Kaelin comes
your
over?
brother
He takes away the entire
doesn't
plate
like that.
of the remaining
All his buddies
pot brownies.
love
3 or
to
4,
do
maybe.
And he takes the girl, too, right?
Takes the
but
girl.
he does.
That's the end.
and that's the
I know how to do this because I use this frequently.
end.
It says next time on Real Potheads, and then Marks, who I feel like was grossly underrepresented in the pilot. He was talking. He was like spouting a bunch of like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
And like
He
the
was
next-
gonna be
the
that
next
pothead.
The next episode was supposed to be all about like his conspiracy in the promo.
Because that is a big thing.
Please remain
When you say
seated as
big
we are
thing.
now crossing a zone of
Talking about
turbulence.
Ron Jeremy's 9.5 inches.
I'm talking about Daisy Taylor's thingaling.
Oh, thingaling.
Tallywhackers.
We've all heard of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've all heard of the Real House Knives of Cutlery County, right? Why didn't this show work? This falls in line with that. It's a parody. Oh, what do you got there, Blake? Smiling.
No, we have stone guests. I'm gonna let them go first.
Oh.
He didn't even finish his question. What are you talking about?
Well, he wants me to tell me. He wants to ask me what's wrong with this.
Oh, well, didn't we talk about it? Oh, okay.
I
talked
have
about
a
it
whole
earlier.
lot more.
Cartoon.
Dustin's got
Yeah,
some.
Cartoon
I was
would work.
gonna say it reminded me too much at times of an unfunny Trailer Park Boys.
Okay.
They were kind of going for that vibe with it being a documentary
Yeah.
about people who smoke all the time, and I feel like it wasn't executed as well as our Canadian fellas
Okay.
did it. You can watch on Netflix. I don't watch that show anymore. I feel it was good the first time around, and
You're
it
talking about the
hasn't
Trailer
aged-
Park Boys.
Yeah, it hasn't aged
Is that
as well
shot?
for me.
Is that shot in a reality style?
Yes.
So they
Yeah.
they are
Talking to
heads.
the camera and
Okay.
everything.
I've never
it's a
seen
film
it.
crew following them around while they do all this wacky hijinks and selling weed and stuff.
Gotcha.
So it reminded me too much of that, and it wasn't funny enough because Trailer Park Boys had already existed for years at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
So it was like, why do it?
Try and do a hybrid of the Real Housewives and the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, it just didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't have much of the, they weren't like, they didn't have girlfriends or anything. you know?
Yeah.
Like, if it's the Real Housewives, like, you got to have more people than just the main characters in there, I think.
You got all the characters saying, "You know what we love weed."
And
But
that's it,
there
yeah.
needs to be like another element, some sort of relationship
Yeah.
thing, instead of them all trying to fuck Gene's sister.
Yeah. And her name is
Gene's sister.
Gene's sister.
Fuck Gene's
Her
sister.
her last name is the same as that guy.
Wilder Valderrama.
Valderrama, yeah.
It might be a sister.
They're
honestly.
not. No, I tried.
Wilmer's sister.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, Wilmer. That's her name.
Wilmer's sister Valderrama.
Yeah.
Blake, I saw the smile earlier. I know you got some shit to say.
I have a lot of shit to say.
He's got a soapbox ready.
Unload us.
I'm not a pot guy. I'm not a pot humor guy. Like it takes a pot humor is
Do you like Half Baked?
no.
No.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused. I'm barely getting through.
Okay.
But like Disjointed on Netflix to me was good because it was smart, funny pot humor.
You should watch High Maintenance on HBO.
I watch my wife every night. High maintenance.
Jokes and jokes and jokes.
But this was the big thing for me. Like Disjointed was like on Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's like a smart. You can be smart and have a pot show, and not just be like
Only about pot.
high
Not like
stupid.
frat,
Yeah.
Like high
frat
stupid.
humor.
Is Kathy Bates in that?
Yes,
That's all.
She's an American treasure.
I said that, but
No, you didn't.
oh,
I thought
You
it.
didn't say Kathy.
I wrote it.
You wrote Kathy Bates.
Hold on. Did you think it?
I thought it.
Okay.
In your mind.
Am I? The only part I laughed in this whole thing was when Daryl was selling the pot to
The very first thing
Yes.
that happened on
And
screen.
after
was
that,
the only
Peaked in the first 5 seconds.
right, which is very like
Your love life?
common for my love life. But to me, like I said it before, this was like a community college like film class like project.
Yeah.
And there was no punch to it. Like if you're gonna have like weed jokes, you have to make them interesting, not just like,
Yeah.
hey, here's a bunch of guys, throwing down a bunch of weed brownies. Oh my god, the dealers, like it just there was no creativity.
It was kind of basic, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very basic.
Wait, here's a little creativity real quick. We all talked about the characters. We have an idea of who they are. I think we know their names, and if not, we can help along. But who are each of us in this cast? Can we say?
Blake's the one that's masturbating all the time.
You're Dan, the OCD.
Yeah, OCD.
I'm a Jew.
No,
Yeah.
See, OCD would make me look your way, Jason.
Yeah,
but-
I'm
with
totally,
your condiments. But
Yeah.
are you as furious of a foreign soap opera masturbator?
Not as much as I'd like to be.
Okay.
That's my New Year's resolution.
I might be Daryl because I got Blake's wife high on my supply,
true.
and I did graduate high school, but I have no former education past high school.
Okay. Beyond high school in Second City.
Yeah, I guess it's not really education.
I guess I have to be Gene because I'm not smoking any weed.
No.
But one of the things that I think is really weird that people can't see on this podcast is that Kevin has like an 1938
Little black book.
little like weird book.
Moleskin notebook.
Yeah.
Moleskin?
Yeah.
No, it's
A lot of people drawing them.
You have any idea how
called
many moles
moleskin.
died to make that book?
It's not. It's called Moleskine.
if
It's
I'm
spelled
not
weird.
Gene, who am I? You guys said I'm not Gene.
Ron
No, you're
Jeremy.
Dan. You're
Ron,
Dan.
You're Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's
I
actually
find
true.
that
You
shit.
are.
Dustin?
I guess it'd be Mark or whatever.
Marks.
Marks.
Oh yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
Marks.
But I'm not a big conspiracy
And of
guy,
course,
but,
Biggie is
you know,
is Buddha, just because
Yeah.
he's a big fat guy.
and he likes
It's
watching ladies meditate. and
Yeah.
stuff.
In the bushes. It's really unsettling.
I've seen him do it.
Yeah, dude. When they
That
covered
scene is
up,
unsettling.
yeah, you
they
can kind of almost see his cock meat under the thing.
they cover up very
R.I.P.
little.
R.I.P. Cockmeat.
There's a lot of nasty man boob on that. It's
Yeah.
gross.
Good call, Jason. Good prompt.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Great
the
prompt.
next driver is sent. Please
I'm
make
good at
sure
prompting.
Oh, you're
you
the
have
greatest,
your
Jason.
identity
Fuck off.
in the right position.
Fuck your birthday, man.
Fuck your birthday, bitch.
Okay, here's a little... no one's talking about this show.
Nope.
No,
Just
why would
us.
they?
There's no reviews for it. There's no critic reviews, viewer reviews. It's not on Rotten Tomatoes.
And like I said, you got the only thing I could find were those YouTube comments.
How
that
did you
they
find
let-
it?
They're at
Internet.
the bottom.
I actually watched like the first 5 minutes of this once because you had sent me the master list.
Okay.
And said pick one, and I think I just looked and like to see how long they were. I wanted to pick like a short one. I
Sure.
think probably.
Amen to
But
that.
I was like, oh, that seems interesting, and so I put it in there. And so
can't
I
say
saw
that.
I saw when I so I went on like my history or like I searched the video and it comes up. Well, whose was that? Was
Is
that
that
me?
is the 10 minutes done from his?
No, that was the Siri. Did something.
We just hit the 10-minute mark.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. So I saw that I had already like. Do you know the YouTube app? You can
Yes,
see
I
if
know
you've
of
already
YouTubes.
if you've already like watched to
Yeah,
a certain
It's got a
point.
little red line.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, I think I watched this first, and I went back and I was like, yeah, I did, and I decided I didn't want to watch that one. Okay. But no, I just that's how I know that I had seen it like before.
Didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And you watched it before you were a pothead.
Yeah. Oh, I watched it like a year ago. Whenever
Well,
you
in
shared
between
that
being a
list with me.
pothead. Because back
Yeah,
in the
I was-
day,
I was-
yeah.
I was-
and then
yeah.
you stopped, and then you got married. You had a
He
kid.
shut him down. He opened up shop.
Yeah, I was way big, way like I was a everyday all
Bigger
the
than
time.
now?
Oh yeah, I'm not every day all the time now.
You can tell
I
by
was-
your weight.
What does that mean? that I need to start smoking more pot? Is what you're telling me?
This is a 7.3 from 7 ratings.
I thought it was 7.2.
On the Richter scale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCF Airport. Local time is 11:11 and the temperature is 69 degrees. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
Molly sounds
until
super
the captain
fucking high
has
here,
turned
doesn't she?
off the fasten seatbelt sign.
It's super high.
Andy Richter should have started a movie review.
We should
so
call
he
her.
Called it the
We
Richter
should-
scale.
Hey, we call her?
She's not dead yet. You want to call her? You better
trademark.
call
No.
her.
No.
I'm
You
not
better
gonna.
call somebody.
Why are you gonna call her?
Blake just had sex last night. He's not due for another month. He's fine to call her now.
No, it's fine. You're right.
You should play that Lonely Island song for her when she comes home.
I just had some
Dick in a box?
No homo.
Mother lover?
Fuck your
all would work.
The scale
I
here.
hugged your gay.
I hugged your gay heart. Is that what you said?
What were you trying to say there?
No, let's let him finish. Give him as much time as he needs.
Yeah, you have the floor. The floor is yours.
Filibuster has begun.
Go ahead and hold court. What
I
do
was
you
going
got?
to say, I hugged your gay son.
I hugged your gay
But
son.
we don't know he's gay yet.
I think I do.
Are you talking about?
We're talking about Eli coming down here, fully clothed. Blake's fantasizing about him in his underpants.
Damn it!
Off the rails.
You're insane. You're insane.
Let's grade this and be done with it.
Yep.
1 to 7 is the scale.
Yep.
It's correct.
It's taken from the television show from the 1900 and 90s, known affectionately and accurately as Wings. We take a look at
Wings.
Thank you, and we look at all the characters from that show. 1 to 7 is the grading scale. 1 is the worst character, is known as Roy Biggins, and 7 is the best character. That's the best score you're going to get for a pilot. And that's a guy. His name is Brian Hackett. Dustin, I turn to you.
Yeah.
How do you rate the real potheads of North Hollywood?
I'm giving it a 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to like it more than I did.
Because you like drugs.
No.
Did
just
you watch?
because this is how many episodes of this show have I done? And
Yeah,
I
250.
don't think I've ranked anything lower than a 5, maybe,
Okay.
or a 4 at the worst.
Okay.
I have enjoyed almost every show that
Fuzz
you guys
Bucket.
have brought me in.
I was gonna say Fuzz Bucket.
I
was
wasn't
great.
even on Fuzz Bucket. I just made you watch it twice.
The,
So, but yeah, I
who
just
was
could
on
not get
Fuzz
in.
Bucket?
It wasn't me. I wasn't there that day. I wrote a review and sent it to you, but I wasn't the guest.
What was
I
Dusty
did
Rhodes
Flip
on?
It Dog.
Oh, Fluffy
Fluffy
Dog.
Dog.
That's
Dog.
right.
I love flipping dogs.
Flip It Dog.
Dusty Road.
Take me home on a bicycle.
The Carol Channing Show.
Yes, I did that one as
Yep.
well. Tim Burton's Hansel and Gretel.
Modesty Blaze.
Yep.
I don't think you saw
So,
that, though.
like I said, I've done a bunch, and this one just I couldn't do it.
2.
Were you
Two.
sober or stoned when you watched this?
I was sober.
Okay,
but
so-
here's the thing: I don't think me being stoned. I have noticed things I like sober when I watch them stoned. I'm like, why do I even like this? Like it makes.
Hey,
it
I
makes
think
my
those
sense
thoughts
of
when I'm
humor-
sober.
It makes my sense of humor flipped. Like you think I would find
Like Flippy
things
Dog?
more funny when I'm stoned.
Flippy Dog.
But I'm like, this is a piece of shit. Why did I like this? So I don't know. I think if I'd have been stoned, I might have given this
Might
a
have liked
1.
it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Kevin, I turn to you. How do you rate it?
It gets a booby bump. There's a good Wilmer Valderrama's sister had a good boob.
At the end during the sex
Wilmer's
scene?
sister Valderrama.
Wilmer's sister Valderrama.
What scene was
excuse
this?
me.
When she was having sex in
Yeah.
the fantasy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked it because she was stuck in Spanish. That's the only thing I liked about it.
Yeah. It was. That gets the booby bump for me. That justifies that.
bump.
I had it at a 3. It's going to go to a 4.
Really? Oh. Were you stoned or
I was sober. I was sober when I watched this, and I think I enjoy the ambition that has been shown in this project. I don't think that it was good, but I enjoyed the ambition, and some of the parts of the script, the Matt Eisman joke, made me laugh out loud.
Do you think that was his?
I think it might have been his actually, or they came up with it like right before
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, it was a good joke. The mic was unplugged, by the way. Did you guys notice
I didn't
that?
notice.
Yeah.
No. I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty small.
the mic was definitely unplugged if you want to go back and look at that. So those kinds of things are like not 5 or 6 for me. So 4. Well, 3, but booby bump 4.
Captain Philip Restisher, I turn to you. How do you rate the Real Potheads of North Hollywood?
That was rough. Like I said, I like the beginning scene with Daryl and the little girl, only because the mom says, I can't get caught with this
I
stuff.
can't believe you thought that was the funniest part of the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
How bad it
actually
was.
yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Okay.
That and the cat peeing thing was the only 2 things I laughed
Cat
about.
Pee joke was the best.
I am going to give this a 2.
It's dropping a deuce.
I'm shitting on this pilot. I wish it was better. I'm not a big into like stupid stoner jokes. I want ones that mean something. Yeah, 2. It was rough. I would have rather not watched it.
That's like 90% of the shows we do.
Right. That's why I didn't have anything creative to say.
If I were to go back and listen and get all of your ratings together, I'm sure the average would be around a 2 or a 3.
2 or 3 for sure.
Jason, what about you?
Thank you for asking. This was tough because the guy was nice enough to respond.
Very
No,
nice.
Yeah, no, and
that's
I don't,
cool.
I don't want to shit on that guy.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
But you know what? Bill Cosby's done some good things. He's done some bad things.
He's done bad things?
Like what?
He canceled CouchCon being the MC.
That's what it was, right? It was supposed to be Bill Cosby, and then
And it was me.
I think that
In
was
a
2 years
Cosby
ago, though.
sweater.
That was 2 years ago.
and a Cosby sweater don't what?
What? Keep going. Hold on. What is that?
He's doing big butts.
Bill Cosby doing Sir
What?
Mix a lot.
Wait,
But
what?
just about his
Let's hear it.
sweater.
Where? What part in the song? What part in the song was that?
This Cosby sweater don't want none unless you,
You got
what? No, he didn't finish.
Unless you, Jason, What do you rate?
No, I kind of want to hear it too. I kind of want to hear what you gotta say.
What does the Cosby sweater want and desire?
The Spanish fly don't want none unless you got a sweater on, hun.
No, it's
No?
And you didn't
Well,
do
then
it
tell
in the
me.
Cosby voice.
I can, my wife,
My
wife.
she loves my Cosby impression. Have I ever done it?
Let's hear it.
That's the only thing she loves about
just,
you.
Just a couple times on the show.
It's like Bill Cosby Bukowski.
Oh, I've never heard of that. What's that?
I'll just take a shit bucket and have a piss bucket. If you're going to be quarantined, go downstairs, get yourself a sandwich. You say chomp, chomp, chomp. You eat the sandwich, and you got the shit bucket and a piss bucket. And sometimes you don't have the toilet paper. It's running out around the world.
Shake
So what you
your shit
do,
around.
you shake. Come here, Rudy. Shake your shit around.
And the
Go,
room
give me some
filled.
Give me some of that angel heart shit. Oh yeah. Snap his neck and drank his blood. Oh, baby.
And the room filled.
With the smell of A1 steak sauce and metal. Who is the most fuckable Huxtable?
Tempest Bledsoe. I fucking bleed you out.
Bleach.
Rudy.
I give it a 3.
This is your first and last Malcolm Jamal warning. Okay, go ahead. 3.
Cockroach. Shake your shit around.
This show, come tongue kiss my son.
Kiss my son.
This show, I think, would work better, honestly, as like a web series. As a web series.
100%.
It's the productions was very weak, but I think that's also kind of part of its charm. But kind of that doesn't fit on a network or a cable channel.
Exactly.
So
and especially if you're going for like Real Housewives, if you're going to like parody that, it needs to be like...
Because it's been done, and we've seen it. It's all been like higher quality.
But do you think also that like the punches, there was no like the jokes were not that good to like keep it going?
I think if it looked better, you would not see the jokes as being bad.
I would have seen the jokes.
Okay.
How about this? How about there's no writers, and how about it really is just a reality show about guys smoking a lot of weed and hanging out? Is there a show there?
No, to me, the two guys.
Well,
that we
you
have,
just listened to it. What do you think,
yeah,
listeners?
yeah. The two guys that we had on the show tonight were funnier than this pilot.
Well, I think
Seriously.
This was a scripted
Blake-
attempt at
Mostly
satire.
Dustin getting a hug from a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. God, that kid's huge for 12.
Yeah, he's very
He's
tall.
very huge. He's
Very tall.
Mike said
Like
in
an
the
anaconda.
shut up the Twitter responses that he didn't feel like maybe it was ahead of its time. I don't know if that's true.
No,
because shut up. We've been looking at pot humor forever, right? Right. You mentioned Half Baked. We're talking Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong, yeah.
right?
Yeah, Up in Smoke. Still smoking.
For the past 30, 40 years, we've had some sort of pot humor.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's right, what he said. I think there is room for that in the lexicon of humor and comedy. I think it's a show that should be on like a YouTube, though, or a My Damn Channel, or a Funny or Not,
A
or
Pluto
Funny or
TV.
Die, collegehumor.com, something like that. This show, I think, could live there and have a good following.
I agree.
I don't think it belongs on the network. It wasn't super funny. I give it a 3. Blake, you and Dustin give it a 2.
Yeah.
And Kevin, you give it a 4 with that booby bump.
You gotta get that booby bump.
And with that, we close the book on the real potheads of North Hollywood, and we will never mention that show again.
yeah.
Never.
But join us next time, won't you please, when we watch the pilot episode of Alexander the Great. This actually stars William Shatner. Here's a
Bill.
little something to whet your whistle. As Alexander the Great prepares for his battle against his great rival, King Darius III, he must also face down his own weary army and internal rivals. You can find the entire episode of Alexander the Great by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube, Dustin and Kevin.
You know what to do, tube.
Oh, this is the part of the show where I ask Blake to live on the program delete our Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it right now. Can we do it right now on the show?
I can't do it right now.
He can't.
Oh, why not?
Instagram.
He can't figure out how to do it. I'll
Is that-
tell you
is that
much.
why?
40
Yeah.
plus.
Don't give him answers. Don't
You know
give
what?
him.
You know what? Alexander the Great episode. We will delete it live. But we're going to keep it in case we get this episode. We might get like
Can't
40.
do it.
Okay.
Okay, fine. How do they get a hold of us?
CouchPodsPodcast.com.
It's a domain. Domain.
Yeah. What's funny about that?
Domain.
Domain chicken. Yeah, but have a salad with some domain lettuce.
Yeah, give me a handful of that domain.
Wow.
You know Gucci Mane? Well,
yeah.
Mike Mitchell is my domain.
No.
What are they going to do with their What are they going to do with their podcast now that they can't go into any restaurants?
Why can't they go home?
Curbside, dude.
Curbside
Drive through.
Speaking of curbside, that's Mike Mitchell's chin, right?
Domain.
Do you know how you can call the show?
Yeah.
And leave a voicemail?
Yeah.
That done it.
It's 910 Pilots 1, so it's 910-745-6871.
That's right.
You can listen to all our episodes on CouchPodsPodcast.com.
Yeah.
You can also listen to all our episodes on Spotify, iTunes. You can go there. You subscribe. You get the newest episodes, but not all the good ones.
You might get a download on Heil Honey, I'm Home.
Oh, great. That's wonderful.
Because I told a friend about it because he was talking about it.
Because he likes Germans. And
He saw it somehow, and he was talking about it. It's a guy that I know who has a podcast, and he saw it, and they were talking about it on the show. And I'm
we'll
like,
help you get that one podcast.
yeah.
Check out that fluffy dogs.
Dustin and Kevin, the show's over. Thank you so much for being here. Dustin, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
The only other shows I'm doing at the moment are Dishing Disney. We've been doing that about once a month. Kind of taking our time with that one a little bit.
Just like making love, right?
And then the importance of seeing Ernest.
I do that show.
We're still working our way through a couple more episodes of that before we start the Ernest P. World Preservation Society.
That's a fun show because Derek is an alcoholic. Even though he's not been drinking as much, he's not. I like him better when he's out of his mind.
Yeah, I don't know if Shauna feels the same way.
No, he's a great guy. I have a lot of fun doing that show with you guys.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. So check that out. And yeah, Blake, are you excited that Hamilton is going to be coming to the big screen, or do you not give a shit about?
I
Hamilton
had not
anymore?
heard that. Is that right?
Yeah, just heard
Disney acquired the rights.
I haven't heard it, and I know it will be ruined.
Original Broadway cast filmed doing a performance.
No, I saw it live, and I'm fine. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Wait, what? It's the original cast?
They filmed it before their final performance on Broadway, so it's Lin-Manuel Miranda and everybody.
So we're seeing a stage performance rather than
it's a
like those things at the previews before the movies where it's like, come watch this.
Yeah, but
One night
I'm
only.
guessing it's multi-camera shot, like a Fathom event.
Yeah, Fathom events. That's what it's called, Fathom events.
I'm kind of okay with that because that's how it's presented on stage.
I'm okay with that if it wasn't like a Disney release. Like if it's like a release from...
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is now in it, but deal with it.
If it is half as good as Cats, then I'm in.
I started Cats the other night.
Why?
I can't wait to finish it.
Saw it in the theater.
He was high.
I want to get more high and watch that. That movie is awesome.
Have you seen
love
Rebel
that.
Wilson try to lick her asshole yet?
Oh my god, no.
Okay.
What are some of the names?
So
you
awesome.
got Mr. Tumnus, right?
No. Mr. Mistopheles.
And who else is in it?
The Rum Tum Tugger.
Yeah,
right.
That's Jason
Griswolda.
Gandalf the White.
Gandalf the White.
They're Jellicle cats, you see.
Yeah.
Dame Judi Dench.
Bumblearena. James Corden's character is named Bustifer Joe.
Okay, so this is written by
Rubbin Tugger.
Rubbin Tugger.
Rum Tum Tugger.
Dame Sir what was
Judi
this?
Dench?
No.
Ian McKellen.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, Dame Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah.
How gay is that guy?
Oh man.
Pretty.
But I think he's married to a lady.
Pretty.
You're not a straight guy and you say, hey, you know what?
Pretty gay.
Musical about cats. This guy's name is Rum Tum Tugger.
Well,
that's the gayest fucking guy you've ever seen in your life.
Tugger is a curious cat.
Take a drink every time they say Jellicle in that movie.
Is what he's curious
Jellicle?
about.
Jellicle. Isn't it? It's like a
Jellicle cat.
T.S. Eliot poems or something.
Jellicle
they're based
cats?
on.
I don't know.
Rum Tum Tugger. He's a Jellicle cat.
I have zero interest in seeing cats. Blake, are you
can't
going to see
wait.
Cats?
No.
Do you have any interest?
can't wait.
I saw it once. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
Molly says, "Oh my god, I want to see Cats so bad. You see Cats with me, you're gonna get laid. You gonna watch it then?"
I haven't been to a movie with her in 7 years.
No, like
No, Saturday. I thought she couldn't feel her legs.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just
you were
you
at the
saw
film
movie there.
festival.
We watched a horror movie about the
Still a movie.
The Nest Door Cam. Yeah.
about the ring doorbell.
Ring
yeah.
doorbell.
It was,
yeah.
You know what? To be
That was
honest
actually
with you-
good.
Oh yeah, it
was all right.
I wanted to stay for the other one, but my wife was too high.
She
say,
can't
man.
feel her legs when she's with you.
Kevin,
She likes.
You know what?
Yeah, I got to
You're
plug.
goddamn
It's
right.
Karaoke Biggie is my podcast, and also go watch my YouTube video.
Yes.
your single one. Are you? What is that? Are you gonna make a series of cooking videos?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
What's up next? I watched the whole first one.
Okay, spoiler alert then. This is an exclusive. The next one is also a sauce.
Is that the show? Also a sauce?
All sauce.
I think
Clark sauce.
I think I might make it say this is a cooking, also a sauce.
And what's the channel's name?
It's just Kevin Clark. It's just my name.
Did you
Yeah.
watch it? First one.
Not yet.
Spoiler
it was
alert,
really fun.
He takes mustard, pickles, part of an onion, some peppers, some cumin,
Just a little bit of cumin.
onion, salt, and he tries to make like a sauce to put on a hot dog.
Like, it was a Chicago style hot dog.
I'm mad
sauce.
because I
gotta boil them
honestly,
weenies.
when he went live on Facebook and was talking about it,
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to make a toilet paper sandwich. I really
Oh,
thought that.
When I came over, what live event were you doing when I came over?
Oh,
That
you-
was a
yeah,
Facebook
you
Live.
gave him a quesadilla, like a breakfast quesadilla.
No, crepe.
Yeah, same thing.
Dessert crepe.
Same thing.
Okay.
So, but it was I was on Facebook Live when Jason came. I was just like, "Hey everybody, what's up? I think I'm gonna make a cooking video."
Oh, that was
Every
before
other
the cooking
12-year-old
video.
does.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I'm thinking about doing this.
yeah. What do you
wanna-
think?
you wanna check it
And everybody
out?
was like, didn't really even comment. They were just like, "We want to see Ian." Everyone was like, "Okay, I get it." And I'm gonna make a YouTube video.
If you type in "this is a cooking," it's not the first result. I had to put in "this
Okay.
is a cooking," Kevin.
You know what you need to
and
do?
then start Clark, and then you showed up.
There you go.
You need to you keep doing the videos.
I think I'm going
But then
to.
just have Ian sitting in his high chair next to you.
Yeah.
That's what you
Everyone,
do.
everyone
good
gets what they
content.
He
want.
made an
Oh, yeah.
appearance.
We got
So
yeah,
did
we got
Steph.
some time. Yeah, we got some time on our hands these next couple weeks. So we're
Great
both
song.
working from home. So
Sticks.
Well, check out Dishing Disney. Check out The Importance of Seeing Ernest. I'm on there.
Yep.
Check out Kevin's weird cooking shit on. What is it under? Kebmo Slice?
no, it's just Kevin Clark.
This is
Okay.
a
Yeah, I know.
cooking.
Yeah.
This is the and check
Cooking with
out
Kevin.
Karaoke Big E, one of the
Yeah.
greatest podcasts out there. Captain Philip, rest assured, do you have a message of positivity for everyone before we go?
Not really.
Okay. Okay.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Wash
By
it.
the time this comes out, we're all dead.
This
We're
one's
all-
not even coming out.
Yeah. No, it'll go out.
Nobody's there to
I'm
hear
going to put it out before I die.
This will be the first episode we get 0 downloads.
If a podcast isn't downloaded, does it really exist?
Ooh, good question. Something smart to go out on. This pilot may have been rough, but it's always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots. Thanks, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Don't die.
On behalf of Couch Pilots and the entire crew, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a nice day.